The key for financial survival will be those who have debt and those who don't. If you have debt, you're a slave to payments. And you fall short of generating enough revenue and income to cover not just your creditors, but your own personal living, your lifestyle. And even adjusted lifestyles, because you'll have to make readjustments to your lifestyle if you're living way beyond your means, or if you're just trying to keep up with the Jones and have those nice Mercedes and those luxury cars, those boats, or those $2 million, $3 million homes plus homes. If you are just barely cutting it with staying afloat, or if most of your assets and your money is tied up in cash flow and not hard assets, you're going to be in a big world of hurt if this economy goes south. I mean, there's going to be a lot of, who knows how many bankruptcies there'll be, or you got to keep your overhead super low. You've got to be able to accommodate the lower volume in business because you got to be able to accommodate for that. Because we don't know what's going to happen with. We're doing something that's completely new, although they are saying that there is a historical precedent for these tariffs. Apparently it was done in the 1800s or something, but that's a couple hundred years ago. 1800. But man, it could disrupt this whole economy unless the other nations that we're putting these tariffs on are able to put up with it and accommodate it, readjust their whole economic pattern, because they were obviously making bank on us. They were making a huge amount of profit on those tariffs that we had to pay them, even though we didn't have a mutual benefit there. Supposedly, is what they're telling us, is we were paying them only a fraction or they were paying us only a fraction of the tariffs that we were paying them. We were paying them like a lot more for their imports, or our exports rather. So we'll see how it balances out. Hopefully it's going to balance out. It may just take a little time to settle and balance out. Because when you start stirring the pot, things seem kind of chaotic for a little while politically, until there's a readjustment that takes place. People start panicking, or they start getting anxious, they start worrying, start stressing out. Oh, now what am I going to do now? And they have to pull more money together to come up with different schemes and scenarios to deal with the new structure, the new curveball that's coming their way. But yeah, I know how it is a little bit, not on their level, because they're dealing with billions and trillions of dollars, and they're highly sophisticated business structure. But I can identify with it a little bit, because as a contractor, I know what it means to try to keep the money coming in. You got your sales people doing the best they can. You got your estimators, but you got a high overhead, super high overhead. You have all those employees, and you have all those sales people, and you have all those vendors. You have all those buildings or warehouses, and you have all those stores, all that electricity, all the utilities, and all the insurances. Oh my goodness, the insurances, the liability insurances, all that stuff, the bonds. It adds up. And not only that, but you got to pay Uncle Sam, the tax man, like 40 to 60% of your revenue. You got to pay to the government, like 40%. And then you got another, you only make like between 5 to 20% profit, and even that's compromised if your estimates aren't right on. If you didn't estimate the job correctly, it can be disastrous. Because then you have to float on your line of credit, then you have to float on, then you tap into that. Then if you don't reimburse that line of credit, you keep digging into it. Pretty soon, you gotta figure out how to put into it somehow and recoup your losses. You gotta figure out how to recoup your losses. You can write it all off. It's still a loss. You're trying to make a profit. That's the purpose of your business. But if you're not making a profit, you're just existing just to exist. It's like, oh no, that's not fun, because you're always well, if you're a sole proprietor. If you're a corporation, it's a lot easier in some respects, because you're not trying to make all the decisions yourself, and you've got good financial counselors. You got business associates, people that are experts in their field. But all that costs money too. To have someone give you draw a blueprint for your business, and someone to help guide your business, all that costs money. You have lawyers, you have business lawyers. It's that stuff isn't cheap, and you've got to justify the expense. It's a gamble, because you need that stuff. There's startup costs. It's not just enduring the economy after you're already established as a business.